All right, welcome to High Country TV. Today we are doing something different. What are we doing, darling?
We're doing a review on the Rode Wireless Go-To sound recording system, transmitting system.
So stay tuned and follow us as we go through the journey, as we go through volumes from top to bottom and then bottom to top using both this unit and the Lavalier microphones that you can also use. We are. So today we're just going to go through the settings on them because we've been online ourselves through YouTube and Google searches and everything else, and no one actually goes through the settings of these things with the windsock. I'm going to call it a windsock, wind deflector, cat, a few different names through the industry, or the lavalier microphones and the different decibel settings that you can use on the thing for, obviously, when you've got loud noises around you, if you're in an airport or if you're in a tunnel or if you're at the football or if you're at a motorsport event. So I'm going to go through the settings now. We're currently set at 0, which is the highest you can get, which should pick up all outside noises, rain, cats meowing in the background and frogs croaking and cars driving past and all that kind of stuff. So we'll go through the settings. Again, this is at 0 decibels, and we're going to go down in increments of 3. So you get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. We'll step all the way through, and then we'll do exactly the same with the lavalier, so you can hear the difference. We have done a bit of a practice, and you can actually physically hear the difference. Physically? Is that a word in this realm? Anyway,
Physically?
you can hear the difference.
You can hear the difference.
As they step down in the decibels, and you can hear the background die down and our voices get quieter. So we're not going to talk any different in volume. You just hear the difference in parameters. And again, it's probably for noisy environments, if you've got a river behind you, etc., or if you're in the, inside.
Yeah, inside.
So there's an echo, you can turn it down so you don't get the echo. So see how we go. Again, this is at 0 decibels. So I'll step it down to 3.
3.
Alright, so now we're at 3 decibels. So we're only down one little step. It's not going to make a huge difference, I don't think, but if you're in an echoey room or if there's a little bit of outside noise and maybe you're away from the camera and you have to talk really loud into it because there's a lot of ambient noise, like in a pub, it might make a difference. We might just step it down that little bit so you don't have all that background noise. All right, now we'll try 6 decibels.
So this is 6 decibels. So
hopefully, volume-wise, I don't know, you need to speak a bit too because people can only hear my voice, but 6 decibels, again, is going to dull down all the outside noise and probably concentrate more on our voices. I know when you get all the way to 30, you pretty much can't hear anything in the background other than our voices, but our voices are quite quiet, so you have to turn the audio right up.
Yep. And I wonder if it can pick up the birds at 3.
It will be picking up the birds now and it'll be picking up the wind. So it is slightly windy. It's probably a 15 kilometre an hour wind. There are birds in the background, so probably got a little bit of wind noise coming through these. Yeah, I think maybe the lavaliers pick up the wind a little bit more than these things.
Than the boxes.
We'll see how we go. All right, we're going to go to 9 decibels. 9 decibels. So 9, again, stepping it down. Still a little bit of wind. There goes the wind again. Got some birds chirping in the background. Not sure what the difference in sound's going to be, but you'll be able to now hear the difference between the 0, 3, 6 and 9 because we'll be getting quieter. And hopefully the background noise is getting quieter as well to reflect it.
Because it is quite noisy.
Yeah. There's plenty of background noise happening behind us. So I'm going to step it now down to 12. And again, this is all just through the little Rode box.
Transmitter
box as is. So mine's upside down, which shouldn't make any difference. They're pretty sensitive.
And
yours is facing up.
Clipped in.
And this should be both capturing the wind noise.
Yeah, it should be.
So hopefully you can hear a disparity. All right, let's go down to 15, which is midway.
All
right, so we're at 15, which is halfway. I think halfway is probably going to be a happy medium. If it's a little bit windy, a little bit of background noise, it's probably going to be good to make your video sound organic so that you still got background noise.
Yep.
A little bit of wind noise is never going to be a huge problem. Obviously, a lot of wind noise is, but you want to have some background noise. I think if you take all that away,
it's very stale and clinical, isn't it?
It'd be like you're doing a voiceover and you're not actually in the real world. So I'm not anti-voiceovers, but they sound like a voiceover. You can't make a voiceover sound like you're there natural because it's 100% clinical, clean, with nothing other than a voice coming through.
Yeah.
Talk to the camera and do B-roll rather than
voiceovers,
because voiceovers are...
You can tell when someone's putting a voiceover, I believe.
You can. Well, you can, absolutely.
Yeah. You've got to be a super talented person
You've got to be a journalist.
Pull off voiceovers.
You've got to be a journalist and be really... I don't know. There's a art to it. I can see why people go to university and study journalism because I'm not a journalist at all. I've tried it and it's really freaking hard.
Yep.
All right, we're going to go to 18.
18.
If we're at 15, 18, then 21, 24, 27, 30.
30.
All right, so let's step it down to 18.
18.
All right, now we'll step down to 18.
Yes.
I can still hear birds. I can still hear wind. Change sides. There should still be some background noise. It's not going to be completely clinical yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Wouldn't thought so.
Not too much going on.
Coming.
So again, you're going to be able to hear cars at the start versus cars in the middle.
Yes.
Driving past the same house at the same speed. Speed limit here is only 50 kilometres an hour.
Oh, that one had music going.
Perfect.
Yeah, they both had music
That's
going.
At 18. We're going to step it now down to 21.
21? 21.
21. Again, still wind. Can't hear any birds. Can hear another car coming or going.
Going.
Perfect.
That was going.
I can hear another car. Wind's picking back up. Not too many birds.
No.
But there's definitely still wind. So we're speaking at the same volume. I think it's going to have come down in volume now. Now we're at 21. All right, we'll go and do 24.
24. So now this is 24.
24.
24. There's still wind. I can hear a plane way in the background. I don't know if that's picking it up. I wouldn't have thought so.
Oh my goodness, a car.
Another car.
Oh, that's a shock. Another car. Fantastic. You wouldn't think that we live in the back streets of a suburb in the middle of nowhere, would you?
No.
Not anymore.
No, we don't anymore.
And here goes the wind. So we're at 24.
24? Yes.
24. So we're nearly as low as this thing goes. So it should...
Almost.
The wind hasn't really changed. It just comes through as gusts.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's nice and quiet. All right.
It's quite gusty now.
All right, let's go 27. All right, now we're at 27. Same thing. A little bit windy. Can't hear any birds. Birds are gone. I also don't want to play games anymore. There's too many cars driving by.
And the wind.
And the wind. And it's rained.
Yeah.
So 27. We've only got one step to go, and then we'll run through the Lavalier. So this is again just through this.
The
I'll give it a tap
transmitters.
because I'm quite sure you can hear me doing that on it. And then we'll literally take the boxes down, put them on our belts, and we'll just use the lavaliers and we'll step through the decibel gains on that as well. All right, down to...
And there's one more car coming past, so you'll be able to hear a car at 27.
27. And that's at 27 as a car drives by. All right, down to 30, which is as low as we can go.
So this is at 30, which is the lowest you can go on this system. Still gusts of wind. There's no birds around, but yeah, the wind's picking up a little bit. And for once, there's no cars coming past.
There is not. And that's as low as these things go. So we're going to now take these little cats off. I call them a cat because it looks like a little furry cat.
Yeah.
Take the cats off and we're going to plug in the lavaliers and go through this whole process again with the lavaliers. Probably do it a bit quicker. We won't talk too much about it, but we'll just step it down.
Yeah.
We're going to go the other way though. We're going to go from 30 from the lowest all the way to the high. So you'll hear the lavaliers get louder.
Louder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the best way to do it.
Confuses me with sound audio, how
I
it
know.
goes.
It's the opposite to everything everybody expects anyway. All right, let's do lavaliers. All right, I'm going to plug this into the little jack and it goes... Ready? Right, that one's in.
So is that one? You've got a pocket.
I do. So I've got your kitty cat.
You've got the cat.
Kitty cat.
I'll
From Ballarat.
plug this in. Oh, the birds are back out.
All right. So this is Lavalier on the road, wireless.
Go to. At
30 decibels. So 30 decibels, don't know what you can hear in the background because we've changed now. We're not using those cats, so there's a bit of wind. You might get a little bit of wind noise now because we've only got these little, what are they, pieces of foam over these microphones. Hopefully there's no feedback between us. I don't think there will be, or echoes. And we'll step up now from 30, 27, 24, 21, etc., etc. All right, so currently 30, stepping up to 27, and you'll hear things increase in volume. So we'll go from the bottom to the top. Ready?
Yep, 27.
27 cars driving past again. See, we live in a busy spot, even though we don't live anywhere that should be busy.
No.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Again, just Lavalier. This little box now is isolated away from noise, and it's just literally relying on the lavalier that's plugged in. So hopefully the sound comes through nice and clearly, and the wind noise isn't too bad. But I'm sure as we go up in decibels, you'll get more and more background noise and more wind because these don't have wind socks on. All right, going to 24.
24, still on the little lavalier things. Hopefully you'll be hearing more wind now because it is picking up in strength from when we started, isn't it, darling?
Wind's picking up. I don't know if you can hear a difference in sound quality either between, I guess, these actual boxes, the actual transmitter boxes, with the little wind socks on versus the lavaliers in the wind and our volume of voice.
Yeah.
We're not talking any quieter, any louder than we were, but you're going to be able to hear it step up and up and up and up now, as before it would have been going down and down and down. So I'll also put a comparison. I'll put where I can, I'll put like a 15 decibel with the windsock on the transmitter, and I'll do a 15 decibel comparison with these. I'll drop them in. All right, so we're at 15, which is halfway. I think halfway is probably going to be a happy medium. If it's a little bit windy, a little bit of background noise, it's probably going to be good to make your video sound organic so that you still got background noise.
Yep.
A little bit of wind noise is never going to be a huge problem. Obviously, a lot of wind noise is. In the middle. So we're using the lavalier mic on this one. Why do we pick the Rode Wireless Go 2 system? So we go out and vlog four-wheel drive video content and do reviews for people, and we've found sometimes when you're in the bush, it's either windy or we're next to a river, and both of them really interfere with sound. And the harsh reality is sometimes when you're in the environment, you can't hear it. You can't hear yourself, but the camera picks up all of it.
We're now at 21.
We are now at 21. So again, car drove past. That's probably getting noise. Another car in the background driving past. People are going to think we live on a freeway.
Wow.
Nearly.
Entrance to a freeway, maybe?
Yeah, crazy. So again, background noise, wind's picked up. I can hear some birds, cars, plenty of traffic. Our voices haven't got any quieter or any louder, so I don't know how it's going to sound.
No, I can pick up the kids in the house.
Okay. That's all right. So we're at 21, so now we'll step it up to 18. 18 now. This is now turned up to 18, so we're nearly midway. So
nearly to the happy medium.
I have a feeling midway is probably pretty good for the real world, but again, I don't know. I haven't really been too much out in the real world filming with it, other than today doing this sample. Okay. See how we go, and I don't know this versus this, which one's better. Hey, you can let us know in the comments which one sounds better. We don't mind. At the end of the day, you guys are listening to it through TVs, through telephones, through tablets, through surround sound systems. Give us a feedback. Give us whether it's lavalier versus windsock on the transmitter. Yeah. I'll be able to make my own assumptions on my own system when I do the editing, but that doesn't mean that you'll all agree with it. So
no.
Yeah, give us a comment. All right, let's go midway. 15.
Midway.
We are at 15. So again, I can hear birds, bit of wind. Somebody playing with timber over in the background. You can probably hear that now because we're getting louder. Yep. Hopefully it's starting to step up on your volumes as well in your lounge rooms, phones, tablets, whatever you have, computer, whatever you're watching this on. So hopefully it's helpful as well. Hopefully it's helpful because, again, we didn't find anything like this out there saying, you know, set it at this setting, do it at this setting, do it at this. If you're outside, put it at this. If you're inside, do it at that. So hopefully this gives you an idea. We're outside. I presume if you're inside, you're going to have to suck it and see as well. But just be mindful when you're inside, there's always an echo. Yeah. So I would suggest the lower the setting, as in, 15 21, 24 decibels would be better, so you don't get a really loud echo of the room. Okay. All right, let's go to 12.
12.
So I've watched a couple of other YouTube people, they use 12, but the two people that I've watched on YouTube that use 12 film indoors. So maybe 12's good indoors, I don't know, but I'm not ever going to use this thing indoors. So we're outside, again, wind, birds, weather, starting to rain now, so whether that's going to, you'll hear it on the roof in a second. So we'll try and speed this up a little bit so we don't get too wet. That's 12, let's step it up to 6, then we've got 3, then we've got 0.
0.
That's at 9, so again, car driving past, that's probably noisier. Wind will be getting noisier.
Another one coming past. Nope,
That's the same one going the other way.
Going the other way.
Yep.
Yep.
Again, so that's 9. Now I'll step it up to 6, then 3, then 0. There's a car coming, I think. Yep, here comes a car. This is at 9 decibels with a car driving past now with the lavaliers.
Yes.
So hopefully it's not too noisy and doesn't distort my voice too much. All right, let's turn it up to 6.
6.
Number 6.
Number 6.
So I watched another YouTube video and he said, just always use number 6. Now when I did some testing in the background before, or last night and this morning, 6 was really boomy when you're outside with a bit of wind and birds, and all you could hear was the birds and the cars driving past. So I didn't necessarily agree with him. But again, it's going to be your environment. You're going to have to go out and suck it and see realistically, and just be mindful that once you've recorded this onto your device like we're doing, that's it. You can't change it. So
only in editing.
Well, you can't take wind noise out. You can't take background noise out. Not really. You can a little bit, but
no, not really.
A couple of cars driving past. What are we at? 6.
Yeah, 6.
6.
That was 6.
All right, let's turn it down to 3.
3.
All right, 3 decibels. There's only one step up from 3, which is obviously 0, which will be maximum. We can hear everything outside, including you and me and each other's microphones if we're not careful. So if you talk too loud, no, you don't have to move, but if you talk too loud, your microphone will pick me up and my microphone will pick you up and you end up with an echo. So, yeah, again, decibels as you go down, negative, take that out. As you go up, it becomes more and more sensitive and it hears everything around. So 3, let's go to 0, which is the loudest that you can make this thing with the most, I guess, gain, so that it can get all of everything that's going on around.
All the ambient noises.
All the ambience, exactly. So the wind will probably get really noisy. The birds will get noisy. If a car drives past, be really noisy.
Yep.
All right, let's go to 0.
Right,
that is 0 on a lavalier. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is it. That we can't play with any more settings on it. There are a few settings that you need to do on this thing. So I don't know what this is going to come through like. So I'll turn it back down again in a second and I'll talk about why we've chosen to go and pick road. But hopefully the background noise isn't too bad. The wind's up. There might be some wind noise coming through this thing now. Did hear some birds.
Yeah, there's some.
There's some birds. No car driving past this time. Wow.
No, not yet.
What are the odds?
Just wait for it. There'll be a car. just like the weather.
Yeah.
Just wait and if it changes.
Look,
weather
it's
changes.
stopped raining, which is fantastic.
Lasted like 10 seconds, the rain. That time.
I can hear a crow.
Yep, I can hear a crow.
That's a fair way away. It's a good 100 metres away.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
All the ambient noise.
Yeah, it should.
Correct?
All right, so I'm going to set this now back at a happy medium, about 15, and then I'm going to run through why we are doing this review and why we've picked the Rode Wireless Go 2 system. In the middle. So we're using the lavalier mic on this one. Why do we pick the Rode Wireless Go 2 system? So we go out and vlog four-wheel drive video content and do reviews for people, and we've found sometimes when you're in the bush, it's either windy or we're next to a river, and both of them really interfere with sound. And the harsh reality is sometimes when you're in the environment, you can't hear it. You can't hear yourself, but the camera picks up all of it. So we've looked for something, hopefully, that's going to eradicate most of that problem, which is what you can do with these guys. Whether it use the box or whether we use the lavalier, obviously cars driving past, I don't know what that's going to sound like. So we've set this up in a happy medium, which is at 15 decibels, which is kind of in the middle. Another car. I just love this. Fantastic. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we've set these in the middle at 15 decibels. And hopefully there's still a little bit of background noise. Don't mind a little bit of wind noise so it sounds like we're outdoors. Don't mind a little bit of bird noise so that, again, it sounds like we're outdoors, but I don't want it too loud that it overpowers everything. And when I go to edit it, you can't do anything with it. All you can hear is a whole lot of noise. So we just want more. Our picture quality is great because of what we film with, but our sound quality hasn't been up to scratch in my belief, and we've had some feedback from some people that have watched it on YouTube. So hopefully moving forward we eradicate that problem. Again, it's nice and compact, it's small, it plugs into what we currently use to film, so hopefully it eradicates all of our wind noise, background noise, river noise, car noises as they drive by. You know, if we're filming, doing something on the car, or if we're in the high country, we don't have to use these guys all the time. If we're just filming, you know, scenery shots or whatever, we won't use them. But if we're just talking directly to the camera, intros, outros, reviews with some of the guys we've done reviews with, we'll be using the wireless microphones. So
yeah, but you also don't want it to be clinical, as you just said. You want some ambient noise, which is why you've gone.
Yeah. Again, highlight what I said before earlier in the vid, which is I don't like voiceovers. I know there's a place for them. I've tried doing them myself, and I don't like doing them anyway. I'm not a journalist. They are hard to do. They are hard to keep a whole scene flowing from what you're talking about in a shot to then continue the conversation and then go back to a shot where you're talking in the shot again. They're all disjointed. So I'd rather do talking to a camera and do B-roll, and then it's more organic and it's real and it's true to life and it's unscripted and it sounds good through microphones, hopefully moving forward, and we don't have to do voiceovers. That's the whole aim of doing this. Trying to eradicate voiceovers so that they're a thing of the past. Not that we've really done them too much anyway, but I don't want to do them. All right, hopefully you've enjoyed the vid. Please give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Really important, helps our channel grow. If you feel like it, you can subscribe. That would be even better.
Yep.
And share us with your friends. Give us some comments, give us some feedback. We're quite happy to hear your feedback on this one with the different sounds through the two different types of microphone. Obviously, one's quite easy to use. It's just a box. The other one's a lavalier with a cable and that kind of stuff. They stay charged for approximately 7 hours. So plenty of time in the real world. And the box that's on the recording device is the same. It's got about a 7-hour battery life. So we shouldn't run out of audio battery. All of our cars that we take out into the high country are geared up to charge USB anyway, and everything's USB. So again, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the vid, and we'll catch you on the next one.